being on Goblins Giggle as a mentoring director was a really awesome experience, sort of getting to like switch roles. And it was definitely helpful for myself, realizing all the things that I'm doing that somebody else could learn. As when I was a mentee on previous sets, even just by watching and being around, you can absorb so much information from everyone around you, because you might be assigned to a specific person, but you're really learning from every single person. And it was sort of interesting having a director's mentee, because there were times where I really wanted to give her all my attention, but you're sort of running around like a chicken with your head cut off sometimes. And so it's kind of taking those moments and really answering questions. And I know I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't have those people mentoring me previously. And so it's like a really good feeling to be able to pay it forward to somebody else. So I think every single set that I'm ever on is a new learning experience, no matter what role I'm in. You can never learn enough about film, because everything is always changing and always growing, and as much as you can teach somebody else, you can learn at the same time. And so this set was a new experience, being in a role where there's so many people who want to learn, and sort of kind of not making assumptions on what people know already, because there's so many different levels of knowledge in film, and depending on how many sets you've been on, there's just an insane amount to learn.
Yeah, it was really fun for me to watch the mentors teaching their apprentices, because I got to learn all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Along with the Athena project, we looked for fairy tales that had a positive message. And in the original Goblins Giggle, we liked that because 3 women worked together to defeat the evil goblins. Most fairy tales end up, women against each other, women being rescued by the prince, that kind of thing. And so that's what we didn't want. So we found a fairy tale that already had a good, strong message, and then we gave it an even better one.
So, with especially a mentoring set, every first day starts off a little slower than you'd like, a little shakier than you'd like. But by the second and third day, everyone really gets their sea legs, so to speak. And you really start moving. When you tell somebody to do something, there's not a million questions attached. And it's that good feeling on like the second or third day where you're like, oh, yay, people are really like getting a hang of things. And they can kind of, when you ask them to go get a C-stand, they're not like, what's a C-stand? It's just like, okay.
We did literally have people on set who at first didn't know what a C-stand was.
PAs, because we had people who were really experienced in theater production, but not necessarily film. We had people who had never been on a film set at all before, and I can completely remember what that feels like, and it's super overwhelming the first day, but
there's a lot of vocabulary to learn.
Yeah, a lot of vocabulary, but getting to see people grow, it was a 2.5 day shoot, and the amount of growth I saw in so many of our newer crew was just awesome. I would highly recommend anyone get on a mentoring set, whether you are in a mentoring role, whether you are being mentored. I think there is so much learning to be had for everyone involved, and it creates an environment on a set like no other, because you are like having to be patient with people and really sort of learning. You're really focusing on the process rather than the like kind of craziness that can happen on set sometimes, and I think it makes for a more loving set environment, quite frankly. And I think if you have the opportunity, you should absolutely do it, because there's nothing like it.
Everybody has that little extra bit of patience.
Yeah, which on any other set can sometimes be absolutely nothing. One of the other benefits of being on a mentoring set is you kind of go into like, okay, I'm mentoring with grip and electric, and while you're there you sort of might gravitate towards something else, and it's kind of those experiences where you're like, wow, I never thought I would like being behind the camera, or I never thought I would like producing or ADing, and I think in those scenarios you kind of learn things about yourself regardless of what anyone is teaching you, that sort of opens up your world a little bit more to what you might be interested in.